On September 6, 2025, the college football world turned its eyes to Norman, Oklahoma, where two storied programs, Oklahoma and Michigan, were set to collide in a highly anticipated showdown. The energy in the air was electric, with fans from both sides arriving early, eager to witness a clash that promised drama, intensity, and unforgettable moments. The stadium pulsed with a sea of crimson and maize as passionate supporters filled every seat, their cheers echoing across the field. The anticipation was palpable, with every fan hoping to see their team make a statement on the national stage. This wasn't just a game, it was a statement for both programs early in the season. For the players, coaches, and fans, it was a chance to set the tone and prove themselves against elite competition. Oklahoma, ranked 18th, entered the contest determined to bounce back from a challenging previous year under coach Brent Venables. The team had worked tirelessly in the offseason, and this game was their opportunity to show just how far they'd come. Michigan, ranked 15th, arrived with swagger and a storied legacy. The Wolverines, known for their physical style and championship pedigree, were eager to prove they belonged among the nation's best once again. ESPN's College Game Day broadcasted live from Norman, underscoring the magnitude of the matchup. The national spotlight added even more excitement, as analysts and fans debated which team would come out on top. The Sooners seized control early, scoring first and never trailing. Their offense executed with precision, while the defense set the tone with big plays and relentless pressure. The final score, Oklahoma 24, Michigan 13, reflected the Sooners' dominance. The home crowd's energy fueled every play, lifting the team to a memorable victory that sent shockwaves through the college football landscape. Both Oklahoma's offense and defense shined, outplaying Michigan at every turn. Key turnovers, explosive runs, and disciplined execution defined the Sooners' performance on both sides of the ball. For Norman, it was a day of celebration and a win to remember. The city came alive with pride as fans poured into the streets to celebrate a hard-fought victory over a respected rival. College football in America is more than a sport. It's a community event, a tradition that brings people together. This game captured that spirit, uniting generations of fans in a shared experience of hope, excitement, and pride. Oklahoma's victory was a major step forward, reigniting hope for fans and players alike. It was a reminder of what's possible when a team comes together and believes in itself. The passion, hard work, and excitement on display showed why college football is so beloved. In Norman, on that September day, the game was more than just a contest. It was a celebration of tradition, resilience, and the unbreakable bond between a team and its community. Oklahoma's hero on this unforgettable day was quarterback JohnMateer, a player whose name will be remembered by fans for years to come. Mateer was responsible for all three Sooners touchdowns, putting the team on his back and delivering when it mattered most. A transfer from Washington State, Mateer dazzled the crowd with his arm and his legs, racking up an impressive 270 passing yards and adding 74 more on the ground. His ability to make plays in both the passing and running game kept the defense guessing all afternoon. He orchestrated a flawless 12-play, 75-yard opening drive, showing poise and confidence as he capped it off with a 9-yard touchdown pass to deionburks. The drive set the tone for the rest of the game, energizing the team and the crowd. Just before halftime, with the pressure mounting, Mateer called his own number and powered into the end zone for a crucial 2-yard touchdown, giving Oklahoma a commanding 14-0 lead at the break. When Michigan threatened to close the gap in the second half, Mateer responded with a gutsy 10-yard rushing score, refusing to let the momentum slip away. His poise under pressure and dual-threat ability kept Oklahoma firmly in control as he calmly read the defense and made smart decisions on every snap. Mateer's smart decisions and explosive plays inspired not just his teammates, but also the fans who cheered every move from the stands. His leadership was evident in every huddle and every celebration. He avoided costly mistakes, outmaneuvered Michigan's aggressive defense, and proved himself as a true leader on the field, always keeping his composure. For football fans everywhere, Mateer's performance was nothing short of a masterclass in quarterback play, blending athleticism, intelligence, and heart. He led the offense with confidence, scored when the team needed it most, and delivered big plays in the game's most critical moments. This win was more than just another victory. It was a defining moment for both Mateer and the Oklahoma program, signaling a new era of hope and excitement. His all-around game, from his leadership in the huddle to his execution on the field, set the tone for the Sooners season and raised expectations for what's to come. With JohnMateer at the helm, Oklahoma's future looks brighter than ever, and fans can't wait to see what he'll do next. Oklahoma opened with energy and precision, immediately driving 75 yards in 12 plays. JohnMateer orchestrated the offense, mixing passes and runs to keep Michigan off balance. The drive ended with a 9-yard touchdown pass to deionburks, igniting the home crowd. This early score gave Oklahoma confidence and put Michigan on their heels. The Sooners' defense then stifled Michigan, keeping them scoreless in the first half. Just before halftime, Mateer ran in another touchdown, making it 14-0. It was the first time since 2020 that Michigan was shut out in a first half. Oklahoma's execution and passion set the tone for the game. Their preparation paid off, building a strong foundation for victory. The Sooners dominated both sides of the ball from the start. Michigan emerged from halftime with renewed determination, their eyes set on turning the tide. The energy in the locker room had been electric, with coaches and players rallying together, refusing to let the game slip away. As they took the field, you could sense a shift in momentum, a team ready to fight for every yard. On the very first play of the third quarter, Michigan's running back Justice Haynes took the handoff and exploded through a gap in the defense. He broke free for a stunning 75-yard touchdown, electrifying Michigan fans and igniting hope throughout the stadium. The roar from the crowd was deafening as Haynes sprinted down the sideline, leaving defenders in his wake. Suddenly, the score was 14-7, and the game tightened. Michigan's sideline erupted with excitement, and the fans sensed a comeback brewing. Haynes continued to be a force, finishing with 125 rushing yards and leading Michigan's charge. His relentless running inspired his teammates, and every carry seemed to energize the Wolverines even more. But Oklahoma, unfazed by Michigan's surge, answered with a steady, methodical drive. Quarterback JohnMateer capped it off by scoring his second rushing touchdown of the night, restoring a 14-point lead and quieting the Michigan crowd, at least for the moment. Michigan refused to back down. They kept battling, piecing together drives and adding 2 crucial field goals to close the gap to 21-13. Every point mattered as the clock ticked down. The tension mounted as the fourth quarter began, with Michigan just 1 score away from tying the game. The atmosphere was electric, and every play felt like it could change the outcome. Both teams showed incredible resilience, turning the second half into a true battle of wills. Players on both sides dug deep, fighting for every inch and refusing to give up. Oklahoma's quick response to Michigan's surge was crucial, keeping the Wolverines at bay and maintaining their lead when it mattered most. The Wolverines' relentless fight made for a dramatic, hard-fought contest, with every player leaving it all on the field. The Sooners' composure under pressure kept them ahead, as they executed their game plan with discipline and focus. The game's intensity never let up until the final whistle, with both teams pushing themselves to the limit in pursuit of victory. Oklahoma's defense, led by Coach Venables, was relentless. They held Michigan to just 288 total yards, a remarkable feat against a top 15 team. The Sooners swarmed to the ball, disrupting Michigan's rhythm all day. Freshman QB Bryce Underwood struggled, completing only 9 of 24 passes for 142 yards. Oklahoma's pressure forced mistakes and stifled Michigan's passing game. Aside from Haynes' long run, the defense dominated the line of scrimmage. Every level of the defense contributed, showcasing teamwork and discipline. This performance marked a return to elite defensive form for Oklahoma. Holding Michigan to 13 points was a statement of their championship potential. The Sooners' defense proved they can win big games. With the score 21-13 in the fourth quarter, Oklahoma needed a clutch drive. The Sooners delivered, orchestrating a 16-play, 78-yard march that chewed up over 8 minutes. They ran the ball, completed safe passes, and kept the clock moving. A highlight, Jaron Kanak's spectacular one-handed 31-yard catch to keep the drive alive. The drive ended with a 21-yard field goal by Tate Sandell, pushing the lead to 24-13. Michigan, now needing 2 scores with little time left, was out of options. Oklahoma's offense showed discipline and poise under pressure. The long drive kept Michigan's offense off the field and sealed the win. The Sooners' ability to finish strong was the difference. Fans erupted as the victory was secured. It was a textbook example of closing out a big game. After the game, both coaches reflected on the battle. Oklahoma's Brent Venables, hoisted by his players, credited them for the win, emphasizing team effort. He praised their preparation and discipline, highlighting the program's progress. Venables' humility and focus on his players inspired confidence in Oklahoma's future. Michigan's Sharon Moore, returning to Norman where he once played, kept the focus on his team's effort. He acknowledged Oklahoma's strong play and the challenge of the environment. Moore stressed learning from mistakes and improving for the rest of the season. Both coaches showed respect for each other and the game. Their leadership set the tone for their programs moving forward. The post-game words reflected the intensity and sportsmanship of the contest. Oklahoma and Michigan rarely meet. This was only their second ever matchup. The first was the 1975 Orange Bowl, also won by Oklahoma. Both programs boast rich histories. Michigan has the most FBS wins, Oklahoma the most since UOM2. Their contrasting styles, Michigan's physicality versus Oklahoma's speed, made for a fascinating clash. This rare showdown was more than a game. It was a meeting of legends. Fans witnessed a unique chapter in college football history. The victory was especially sweet for Oklahoma. The loss stung for Michigan. This game will be remembered as a true celebration of tradition and rivalry. Oklahoma's win was a statement, defeating a top 15 team after a tough season. It boosted their ranking and confidence, signaling a return to national relevance. For players and coaches, it validated months of hard work and belief. JohnMateer's breakout performance established him as a leader. The defense proved it could shut down elite opponents. For Michigan, the loss exposed areas to improve and will fuel their drive to get better. Both teams gained valuable lessons for the season ahead. For fans, it was a classic high-stakes contest between storied programs. The electric atmosphere reminded everyone why college football captivates so many. Oklahoma fans celebrated a day of joy and hope for the future. This game embodied the excitement, tradition, and unity of college football.